Here are the top 10 best Jedi of all time. Remember, this is my personal list, a lot of people seem to forget that at times. Number 10 is Master Yoda himself. He is easily one of the most iconic mentors in fiction, and for good reason. I love the fact how he can balance being a strict mentor who is very harsh but also being very passionate at the same time. Also, watching him do all of his little flips and stuff when he's fighting is awesome. Number 9 is Qui-Gon Jinn. He is definitely the Jedi equivalent of the cool uncle. I love how he has different opinions from other Jedi. He works to the Force instead of making the Force work to him. And if he had lived, Anakin would have never have turned to the dark side. At number 8 we've got Ezra Bridger. Star Wars Rebels is without a doubt one of the best Star Wars projects ever put out, and Ezra Bridger is a fantastic character. I love watching him grow and train into a Jedi through all 4 seasons, and seeing him struggle with the dark side as well was really cool. I can't wait to see more of him in live action. At number 7 we've got Kyle Katarn. He's a Star Wars Legends character and he's really big in the Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy games, and I loved Jedi Outcast as a kid and it solidified him as one of my favourite Jedi of all time. He was an example of a stormtrooper turned Jedi done really well. Just like Qui-Gon, he's quite like the cool uncle of Jedi. At number 6 we've got Kanan Jarrus. Now he is very loosely based off of Kyle Katarn, they have very similar personality traits. He's without a doubt my favourite character of Star Wars Rebels. Watching him hide who he really is to begin with, to teaching Ezra how to use the Force, to then fully embracing being a Jedi again and making the ultimate sacrifice for the Ghost Crew was just insane storytelling. If this is your first time seeing me and you enjoy Star Wars and other nerdy content, then hit that follow button. Also let me know who your favourite Jedi are. Number 5 is Ahsoka Tano. It's so funny to me how she started off as one of the most annoying Star Wars characters to becoming one of the most beloved and badass Jedi of all time. I love watching her story through the Clone Wars, especially in Star Wars Rebels. She is fantastic in that. Seeing her brought to live action was insane as well, and I cannot wait to see more of her. 4th place we've got Anakin Skywalker. You genuinely feel so bad for this guy, although when it comes to being a Jedi, he's quite bad at it. He just loves a war, but I grew up with him. I love him in the Star Wars Clone Wars series. He's at his best in that. And seeing Hayden Christensen come back to the role for Ahsoka was insane. Starting off the top 3, we've got Cal Kestis. I love the Star Wars Jedi games, and him as a character is just so well written. Playing through Fallen Order and having to relearn your skills and stuff as him was awesome. But then in Jedi Survivor, it takes it to a whole new level. He's this like rogue Jedi, and it is just so cool. I really love as well how he does struggle with the dark side and manages to use it to his advantage later on. He's very good at adapting to situations, and I will say as well, playing as him for 2 full games really gets you invested so much more in the character. Number 2 is Obi-Wan Kenobi. As a kid, I always thought Anakin was better, but the more I grew up, the more I just loved Obi-Wan as a character. This guy has been through so much as a Jedi. He lost his Padawan, he lost Satine. The guy he trained was the reason his entire religion ended. I love how he's cocky and sarcastic in the Clone Wars series, even a bit as well in the prequel trilogy. Also, watching that Obi-Wan series and seeing him relearn how to become a Jedi Master again and take on Vader was insane. A lot of people don't like it. I really loved it, to be honest. But taking that number 1 spot is the GOAT Luke Skywalker. He is the face of Star Wars. I don't care what anyone says. The original Star Wars trilogy is my favourite movie trilogy of all time. Watching Luke train how to become a Jedi, having to take on Darth Vader, who he learns is his dad, and then seeing him even more in the comics, the video games, and even The Last Jedi, I love him.